What is up, Scorpio? How are you all doing? It's time for your weekly check-in. Weekly check-in time. So, first week of August. Remember, weekly check-ins are just a short, quick, general, energetic overview. If any of you are in need of how to schedule a personal reading, you can visit my website, tarotwithrich.com. I have a link in the description. Also, I have an announcement to make, y'all. My new course isn't quite done yet. Not quite. But we did take a poll to see which course you all wanted the most. If you got the bundle, you already have this one. But if you're new here, the course that I have for the month of August is Manifesting Financial Abundance. And that's probably one of the most valuable courses in my whole school. And it has nothing to do with money. It's because in that course, there's a really special little Easter egg, a really special little nugget. And it's the science and quantum physics behind how the manifestation process actually works. And that's very, very important. It's not something that you're absolutely required to know in order to learn how to manifest. But if you're one of those people who's been trying it for years and years and years and years and years, and you finally just jumped off the manifestation bandwagon with everyone else over the past few years because you can't figure out how to get it to work, I guarantee you that's the ticket for you. Once you understand how it works, because there's a very, very, very important concept that everybody out there teaching manifestation leaves out. I don't think they do it on purpose. I just don't know if they know how to explain it properly, you know? Anyway, the link for that is in the description. I'm pretty sure we're running that all month. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely by September it'll be gone. Bring it back out later. I don't know when. All right, let's hop into this. I gotta find a deck that'll talk to me. Let's see what we can tell Scorpio for the first week of August. What's going on with your situation and the person you're dealing with? Oh man, right out the gate. Right, straight out the gate with the 8 of Cups. It's the card of walking away. So are you just finally done with this? Somebody is. Somebody's saying, fuck it, I'm gonna walk away. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands, I love it. When the Queen of Wands comes out, see, well, pretty much all the kings and queens, but especially the Queen of Wands. She stand on business. She stands on straight fucking business. So, yeah, I think you're starting to look at it from the right perspective. I think you're choosing your happiness first. Choosing your happiness first. You know, I saw the other day, I saw something so funny on social media. Somebody said something along the lines of, I want a relationship because I deserve to be happy. I want a relationship because I deserve to be happy. That's like saying, I want a job because I deserve to be educated. You ain't going to be able to do your job if you're not already educated. You're not going to be able to sustain a relationship if you're not already happy. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of you are finally saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to walk away from this and find happiness in my heart. Find happiness in here. Maybe hard though. And it's not really telling me why. It's not even giving me a crumb as to why you're just saying fuck it and walking away from this. I don't know. Are you really maybe just starting to see who this person really is? Let me, before I say anything else, let me get this person's feelings, energies, and intentions. What are their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? The main thing I'm looking at is what their energy looks like and what kind of person they are in general, you know. Do 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 do. Page of Pentacles reversed. So I think they were trying to get your attention. They were, but I don't know if you have just been blatantly ignoring it or if it just didn't hit your radar. But they're not really doing that anymore. They're holding a grudge. Oh yeah, they're holding a grudge. So they know what they want to say to you. They just don't want to be the one to reach out and say it. Some of you may have dealt with somebody who has an addiction issue. And no, they are not clean. Maybe is that what it is for some of you? Is that what it is? Maybe you found out this person's still on drugs or something. I don't know, but it doesn't look like they've done a whole lot of growth. Doesn't look like they've done a whole lot of healing, a whole lot of evolution. And I think you're just at that place where you're just tired of being held in one spot in life. You know, so doesn't look like they've done a whole lot of changing. They probably ain't even changed their goddamn underwear. They got doo-doo stains from the pandemic. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Advice for Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Now, here over the past couple of months, I've been needing to give less and less and less advice. Because it's like, you already got it under control. And the only thing I can really say is don't second guess. Don't second guess yourself. I get asked questions like that fairly frequently, where somebody made a decision to walk away from something and they said, did I make the right choice? Well, there's exceptions to everything, but 9 times out of 10, by the time it gets to the point where you would even consider walking away, you've made the right choice. I'm going to tell you what, every now and then, walking away from a person is not the right choice. And you know what'll happen? If the universe don't want you walking away from them, the universe will block you and make you unable to walk away from them. That can happen sometimes. That's not nearly as common. Not nearly as common, but it is possible. So if you were able to walk away from this and the universe isn't fighting against you, you made the right choice. So, yeah, just don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Trust yourself. Because I'm telling you what, oh shit, I forgot to show you. You got blessings waiting for you on the horizon. But you have to get in vibrational alignment with it. And nobody can vibrationally align with bigger, better blessings while they're still attached to something that belongs to their old life. You want a new life? You're going to have to walk away from and let go of a lot of shit in your old life. And I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying cut everybody out of your life, uproot, move to a new city, and start over from scratch. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is that if you get on that path to really start changing your life, those things are going to start happening by default. Don't fight it when it happens. Don't fight it when it happens. Of all the people that I've met, myself included, if you really go balls to the wall and you go crazy on your evolutionary journey, eventually you will get to a point where you're not even a vibrational match to the area of the grid that you're on. If If you ain't a vibrational match to the area of the grid that you're on, bet your damn skippy ass the universe gonna pick you up and move you. Oh, yeah, the fucking wheel. Oh, yeah, the fucking wheel. Anyway, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Let's see what's going on with the person that you are interested in. Ooh, 9 of Cups. Hang on. Ace of Wands reversed. Ooh, 10 of Cups. So, yeah, I do kind of feel like a relationship is happening here. But there's something weird going on here that I can't explain. I'm going to have to dig into this deeper. There's something real weird going on here. Because we got the 10 of Cups, but Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, both reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. 3 of Wands. What is that? What the hell is that? Strength. Kind of feels like one of those things where you finally get with the person that you're interested in. And as soon as you make it official, there's some sort of energetic shift. The energy changes. And it's hard to put a finger on why it changed. Is it me that changed? Is it you that changed? Or did I just have the wrong idea in my mind of what it would be like to be with you? I thought that if we got together, things would go this way. Now things are going this way. What, what's going on? Are you not who I thought you were? Is this relationship not at all what I thought it would be? Or am I just fucking tripping? That's what this feels like. Some of you dealing with an Aries. I also have Pisces, Leo. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Yeah. Let's see their feelings, energies, and intentions. Their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. Moon card, Again, moon card. So there's a whole lot about this person that you do not know. A whole lot. It's not black and white, like there's one thing they're not telling you. It's not just as simple as there's a detail about them that you don't know. This person has a whole other aspect of their personality that you do not know. There's a whole other side of them that you do not know. Does that make sense? It's like, not only are you into things I didn't know you were into, but you aren't who I thought you were at all. I don't know why we see so much of that shit in today's day and age, dude. I have no idea why. I have no idea why. You know what is, well, it kind of reminds me of, you know how people, I see this all the time, dude. Oh, I cannot scroll my Facebook feed without seeing somebody who every fucking picture that they have on their profile is so heavily filtered, so obviously heavily filtered. And it's like, what's the point? What picture do you have in your mind? What are you thinking through? Like, you know, if I meet somebody and then they see that I don't look like this, what do you think they're gonna say or do? So, like with this person here, when you're putting on a front and just being completely fucking fake. Do you think you're going to be able to uphold that fake personality forever? Eventually, somebody is going to see you for who you really are, you know? So, yeah, before it gets made official, it's a little bit easier. You know, the person's a little bit more nonchalant about it. It's not that big of a deal. But as soon as y'all make it official, then their guard goes sky high. Then they push you away a little bit more, you know? Because they are not who you think they are at all. So, again, could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Taurus here. Could be anybody. Let's just get the advice. I don't need a tarot card to tell you what the outcome of that would be. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Scorpio? Moon card reversed. Moon card keeps coming out, dude. Two of Cups. Well, so here's the tricky part. See, Seven of Swords reversed. Moon card reversed. Same two cards I just showed you in the last spread, but they were in the upright. The reverse is the advice. But here's the tricky part. Let's say you do a real good job at making this person feel safe enough to open up and express who they really are. The question is, would you even like that person? Because right now, the picture that you have painted in your mind of who this person is, that version of them that you have in your mind is the version that you're getting feelings for. When you project your holographic mental image of the future, it's based around who this person, who you think they are. When they show you who they really are, and you have to completely erase the entire mental model that you've made, the likelihood that you're even going to feel a connection after that is kind of slim. And it's not a matter of being judgmental, you know. This is tricky advice. Because sometimes situations like this do have to play out that way. Because, I mean, we've all been in a situation like this. Come on, haven't you been here before? I know I fucking have. And some of the most valuable spiritual and just life lessons in general come out of situations like this. Very valuable. Man, I'm so afraid to say too much. Because, okay, let me put it to you like this. You know, one thing I see a lot of in just the industry of readers, psychics, channelers, tarot readers. Client comes to reader. Client is dealing with a toxic fuckwad that they have no business fucking with. But they don't know that. Reader tells client, this person is a toxic fuckwad. You do not need them in your life. Client doesn't really understand that, but trusts the reader. Well, shit. You know what? I trust you. I believe that you wouldn't lead me in the wrong direction. I have no fucking clue why or what's going on with this person, but I'm going to take your word for it. And you walk away from it. But you have no idea why you did that. You have no idea. You didn't get a chance to to go through the whole experience. And going through an experience like that and the healing process is when you sit back and you do the reflecting. This red flag and that red flag. I knew when they said this that was probably going to happen. When they said that they were at this place and their friend really said they were at that place. I should have known. And you're reflecting back and connecting the dots. That's where all the lessons, start really coming into play. And then you take that and you integrate that in your path moving forward. Now the next person you meet who has another one of those red flags, you know what to do this time. Oh, no, I dealt with that before in the past. No, sorry, I'm not fucking with you. But if you just blindly walk away from somebody without learning that lesson, well, guess what? You're going to go through it all over again because you didn't get the chance to learn what you needed to learn from that experience. Does that make sense? So that's why with situations like this, advice is very, very slippery. It's slippery. My goal as a reader is not to just simply answer your questions. That's not my goal. I'll answer your questions, but when you have a reader who only answers your questions, tells you what's going to happen, and that's all they tell you, that helps you about as much as your friend sitting next to you in class and giving you the answers to the test. That's how much that helps you. It helps you enough to give you a quick fix for the moment, but that's it. What are you going to do the next time you run into a problem like that? Just keep running back to your friend every single time for the answers? Sadly, there are people that use tarot readers for that very reason. That's not my goal. My goal is when you come to me for a reading, I'm going to do the best I can to send you on your way, armed with some knowledge and wisdom that you can hopefully figure out how to apply to your situation and to your life. And hopefully that'll lead you to gaining a better relationship with the universe so that you can spread your own wings and fly. And then later on, if you don't want to, you never have to come back to me or anybody else for guidance ever again. That's the goal. So with a situation like this, the only thing that I can say is that once that energy starts feeling funny, you better be paying attention to that energy. Don't drive yourself too nuts trying to figure out why it feels off. Okay? Listen to this. I think I told you all this a couple of weeks ago maybe, but this is for the new faces. When energy feels off about a person, there's only 3 reasons why that would be. Only 3. I don't care who it is. Romantic love interest, a friend, a coworker, family member. When energy feels off about a person, it's one of 3 reasons. Either A, my intuition is picking up on something that is off about you. That is probably the most common reason. Or B, because I'm projecting my own shit onto you. I have some healing I need to do. I'm still broken. I'm still traumatized. So you could have the best intentions in the world and it's me, right? Or C, we're both so vibrationally misaligned that we're not even capable of connecting at a deep enough level to even be able to pick up what each other's putting down. So I don't have a clue what your intentions are, and you don't know what mine are, because we're not capable of connecting at a level that deep. It's one of those 3 reasons. Which one of those 3 reasons is the best reason? Which one is the best scenario for you to be able to lay a foundation and build a life partnership with someone? None of them. None of them. It doesn't matter why it feels off. That off feeling will eventually end up being the relationship's demise. So when you start feeling energy like that, that's off, it's funny, it's weird, I'd say try to give it a good 30 days to straighten it out. You can push for 60 days if you want, but try to take a good 30 days straightening that energy out. And if you can't straighten it out in 30 days, you might be asking yourself, well, do I really want to continue this? Because I'm going to tell you what right now, if you're still confused about someone's feelings, intentions, or loyalty after 60 days of knowing them and consistently talking to them, I'm not talking about somebody you just talk to once a week. You know, we're around each other and we're talking every single fucking day. Every day. We're in communication every day. And I'm still confused about your feelings and your intentions 60 days in, I'll always be confused. If it continues for 60 days, it's going to continue for 60 fucking years. You'll always be confused about it. Okay? All right, y'all. Those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is down here in the description. And don't forget, the course for the month of August is Manifesting Financial Abundance. Those of you who bought the bundle, you already have this. But for the new faces, this is a very valuable course. There is an extremely valuable Easter egg in that course. Has nothing to do with money. It's the science and quantum physics behind how the manifestation process works. Yes, there's science behind it. And in that course, I explain the scientific process behind how it works. It's not something that you absolutely have to fucking know. But if you're one of those people, have you noticed how many people have jumped off the manifestation bandwagon over the past few years? You notice that 7, 8, 9 years ago, man, the manifestation bandwagon was the thing, dude. Everybody was on that shit. And then slowly people started jumping off and jumping off and jumping off and jumping off. And now that bandwagon's empty. You have almost nobody even talking about it anymore. You know why? Because they couldn't figure out how to get it to work. You know why? Because the people who were teaching it weren't doing a good enough job at explaining it. If you're one of those people, you've been trying it and trying it and trying it, and you can't get it to work, I guarantee you, understanding the science behind how it works will help you tremendously. Guarantee it. The link for that is in the description. September 1st, it goes bye-bye. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all